This video shows how to unbox and set up the LaserJet Pro 300 and 400 Color MFP printers. The model shown here is the LaserJet Pro 400 M475 DW. However, the process also applies to the 300 M375. This printer is heavy. HP recommends using a cart or dolly to move it to the setup location. First, choose a well-ventilated, dust-free area to set up the printer. Make sure that the printer is not exposed to direct sunlight. Place the box on a flat, smooth surface. Open it by breaking the tape on the top and folding back the flaps. On the top of the packing material, you'll find the following items: an installation guide. It's the basic step-by-step guide for setting up your printer. The installation CDs, one for Windows and one for Mac. You'll need them to install the software for your printer. This video only covers the hardware setup steps. If later you can't find the CD, or if you want to check for updated drivers, go to hp.com/support to search for new drivers for your printer. A ReadIris software disk, which allows you to convert hard copy documents to Word documents and other file formats that you can edit. A multi-language support guide with phone numbers and websites for contacting HP technical support. A power cord. Make sure that you only use the power cord that comes in the box with your printer. A phone cord for setting up the fax, and a USB cable for connecting the printer to your computer. Do not connect the USB cable during this video. You'll be prompted to connect it when you install the printer software. Remove the cardboard accessories container and put it aside for recycling. Now we're ready to take the printer out of the box. Lay the box on its side so the printer's eco highlights are on top. Reach into the box, grasp the two styrofoam end caps, and pull the printer out of the box. You might need someone to hold the box in place while you pull the printer out. Set the box aside and remove the end caps. Tilt the printer forward so it is standing on its base. To take the printer out of the bag, slide the plastic back while lifting the sides of the printer. Next, remove the tape from the outside of the automatic document feeder. The printer's packaging tape can be removed easily without leaving any residue on the printer itself. Lift the automatic document feeder's cover and remove the tape inside. Be sure to remove it carefully from the mechanism. Close the automatic document feeder and remove the protective film from the tray extender. Lift the scanner lid. Remove the protective tape from the edge of the lid, and then close the lid. Reach into the output tray and remove the protective film. And then remove the protective film from the ADF output tray. Lift the latch on the cartridge access door and lower the door. Press down on the blue latch to release the cartridge drawer, and then pull the cartridge drawer out as far as possible. Locate the orange ring on the left side of one of the toner cartridges and pull the ring straight up to remove the sealing tape. Repeat these steps to remove the sealing tape from the other cartridges and discard the sealing tape. When you have removed the sealing tape from all the cartridges, push the cartridge drawer back into the printer and close the cartridge access door. Make sure that you close the latch securely. Now we'll load the paper. Pull the paper tray out of the printer. Slide the paper width and paper length guides out as far as they will go. Riffle the paper to make sure that none of the sheets are bent, torn, dusty, damp, wrinkled, or curled. Flex the stack to break any locked edges that could cause jams. Tap the paper on a flat surface to make sure that the edges are aligned and even. Load the paper so the print side is up and the top of the page goes into the printer first. Make sure that the stack of paper is not higher than the marks on the paper tray guides. Slide the paper width and paper length guides inward until they stop at the edges of the paper. Do not push the guides so far in that they bend the paper. Push the paper tray back into the printer until it stops. Turn the printer so you can access the back of it. Open the rear access door. Remove the tape and protective film. Remove the protective film from the HP logo and then close the rear access door. While you have access to the back of the printer, connect the power cord, phone cord, and Ethernet cable. First, remove the twist tie on the power cord. Plug the end of the power cord into the power connector. Make sure the plug is firmly in place. Plug the other end of the power cord into a power source. To prevent any power issues, HP recommends that you plug the printer directly into a wall outlet, not a power strip. Also make sure that your power source meets the printer's minimum voltage requirements. You'll find them on the product label on the rear of the printer. Next, take the phone cord out of its plastic bag and undo the twist tie that holds it together. If you plan to use the printer's fax capability, find the fax port on the rear of the printer and plug one end of the phone cord into it. Plug the other end of the phone cord into a phone jack. If you are connecting your printer to an Ethernet network, connect an Ethernet cable to the Ethernet port on the rear of the printer. Plug the other end of the cable into your system's network port. Note that an Ethernet cable does not come with your printer. You will have to buy it separately. They are available at most electronics stores. On the front of the printer, press the power button to turn on the printer. The printer will make some noise while it initializes. Wait until the printer is idle and silent before continuing with the setup. This might take a few minutes. When the initialization is complete, set up the language and date and time for the printer. Establishing the correct language and date and time settings is an important step not only in the hardware setup, but also for setting up the printer's fax capability, if you plan to use it. Find the control panel on the right-hand side of the printer and remove the protective film. The first thing you'll see on the control panel is the language setup screen. Note for these instructions, we will set up the printer for English. If necessary, touch the down arrow to scroll to the desired language. Touch the language, and then touch Yes. If necessary, touch the down arrow to scroll to your country or region. Touch your country or region, and then touch Yes. The home screen appears, and the printer calibrates itself and prints a test page. Touch the Setup icon, touch System Setup, touch the down arrow, touch Time, Date, and then touch the format of how you want the time displayed, either 12 hours or 24 hours. Using the numeric keypad, type the current time in the window, and then touch OK. Touch your desired date format. Using the numeric keypad, type the date in the window, and then touch OK. The control panel returns to the System Setup screen. Touch the Home button to return to the main menu. If the printer is connected to a network, you can find the printer's IP address on the control panel. Just touch either the wireless or Ethernet icon, depending on your connection type. You are now ready to install the printer's software on your computer. HP recommends that you install the software either from the CD or HP's website. This has been the unboxing and setup video for the LaserJet Pro 400 Color MFP printer. You can find additional helpful videos at hp.com/support videos and on the HP YouTube channel, youtube.com/HP printer support.